Yo, it's Steven, and be honest with me. Have you ever seen the perfect trading opportunity? I'm talking the market's in the right trend. You're at a major level of structure. The RSI goes oversold, the MACD line crosses, but you hesitate. And instead of entering the trade, you watch the trade take off without you. Or even worse, all of your analysis is lining up and you see this perfect trading situation, so you just click the buy button randomly only to watch the market continue to fall and you lose money. Have you ever done that? I know I have, especially at the beginning of my trading career, and the reason this happens is because you can have all the analysis in the world coming together to make the perfect trading opportunity, but if you do not have a good candlestick pattern strategy to enter the market, then it means nothing. And that's why in today's video, I'm gonna give you a few candlestick pattern strategies that I use every single time I place trades, and I'm gonna do them in order from the least aggressive to the most aggressive. That way you'll have a good set of weapons in your trading arsenal for the next time you wanna place that perfect trade. Does that sound good? If so, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's down below the video to the right-hand side, and the notification bell. Click that like button for me for these beautiful Tennessee mountains behind me, and I'll see you after the intro and disclaimer. Welcome back. Sorry about no more mountain views. It was getting quite cold out there. Plus the wind was really messing with the audio, but we're a little cozier now inside with the fire behind us. Like we said before the intro and disclaimer, there's no way, even if you have every bit of your analysis lining up perfectly, your trend, your structure, all of your indicators lining up, for you to be profitable if you don't know how you're going to enter the market. You end up with indecision causing you to hesitate and not enter the trade, or you end up entering the trade in the wrong position without proof that the market's going to head a certain direction. Candlestick pattern strategies are the proof we need to actually enter the market, and that's why today I'm going to share with you some of my top candlestick pattern strategies that I use to enter perfect trades. And we're actually going to start with the least aggressive and go to the most aggressive. I think I said the opposite before the intro and disclaimer, but let's go ahead and dive in. What you see on the chart in front of you is what I consider to be one of my perfect trades. Why so? Right now we're on the daily chart, and on the daily chart you can see that this market's heading into a major level of structure. The market's also just went oversold on a daily chart. We are currently, in my opinion, primed for the market to push out of this area. And because of that, I actually sent a report to members of the EAP Training Program. It's called the Pro Trader Report. I'll put a little screenshot of it up so you can see that I was calling this area before it happened. But all of this stuff lining up. And that's not all. We drop down to a smaller time frame, the 4 hour, where I actually get entries from. Once we get here, we can see that we're also oversold here on this time frame as well. This 4 hour chart is not only oversold, but it looks as though it might be creating some kind of RSI divergence. So now we have a market at a major level of structure, possibly creating RSI divergence on a lower time frame. This is all lining up to be what I consider the perfect trade. But here's the problem with most traders is they don't wait on confirmation. Someone might enter here just to watch the market continue down, or wait too long and the market continues down and then it pops up without them because they don't have a rules-based way to enter the market. So let's start with the first and most aggressive rules-based way you can start entering trades, which I actually do not suggest unless you combine it with other things. We're going to talk a lot about that coming up later on in the video. But obviously the most aggressive thing you could do in this situation is buy a green candle. That's right, a color change candle. So right there, we have RSI divergence, market at a major level of structure. We have oversold. Everything's lining up for me for a perfect trade. The most aggressive way to enter is just a green candle. Don't worry, we're gonna get a lot more complicated than this and go through a lot better entries, but this is just the most aggressive way you can enter a market, is with a color change, right? But at least you have a rules-based way of entering, a rules-based way that you can test. That just turned off, hold on. So that's the most aggressive way to enter, and what you can do, as I said, I'm glad you stayed until right now because you don't use this by itself. What you do is use this as confirmation after a different type of pattern. Let's say we have an engulfing pattern and then a green candle from this area. Now you have double confirmation. So now that we've talked about that, the second most aggressive way to enter a market like this would be 2 green candles. So we call that the double green entry or the double red entry. If you get 2 green candles coming out of your perfect area with RSI divergence, RSI's oversold, that might be a way you want to enter the market. That's another aggressive way to enter. We're gonna start going a little deeper now, a little more complicated. What's another way to enter? Well, if we keep pushing the market forward, we can see that right now, we just got an actual candlestick pattern. So if you're not gonna be super aggressive and trade in these perfect areas just because you see a green candle or a red candle if you were going short, then what you can wait on is specific candlestick patterns. I'm not going through every candlestick pattern here. You can look that up anywhere. You can Google hammer candles, engulfing candles. Those two are the only two I personally use. Hammer candles and engulfing candles can be a very nice way to enter the market, a little more aggressive, but a little less aggressive than just entering on a green candle or two green candles. But look what we talked about earlier. What if you said, I'm not entering until I get a candlestick pattern, like our hammer candlestick right here, and a green candle afterwards. So a double confirmation candlestick pattern strategy inside of an area where the RSI has went oversold, started to diverge, an area of structure that's proven to be important in the past. Now you're setting yourself up to have a really big advantage over the market. Now you're setting yourself up to have a rules-based strategy that can make you money over time. So that is the second way. The second aggressive, most aggressive way to enter would be candlestick pattern. The next way would be candlestick pattern plus confirmation candle. So we're waiting on any candlestick pattern, engulfing or hammer. Let's stick with those two. Again, that's what I personally use and found to be the best. In that case, we would do exactly what you see here. Wait on that candlestick pattern like the hammer, and then wait on the engulfing pattern afterwards. The third and the most conservative or least aggressive and by far the most accurate way that I personally enter trades whenever I see my perfect trade setup is by waiting on a price action pattern with that green candle afterwards. A price action pattern would look exactly like this. And we actually took this trade in the EAP Training Program. I'll put that somewhere on the screen so you know that I actually use this. The market coming down, one bottom, two bottoms, and a big engulfing candle. That is a price action pattern combined with whatever direction you're going. This is a long entry or a buy, so we wanted to make sure it was a green candle after our price action pattern. I'll do a short example here in a little bit, but this is the most accurate way I've found to enter trades once I have all my analysis lining up. Don't get me wrong, analysis is very, very important in your trading. You need to have all these other factors coming together, but if you don't have a rules-based way, a rules-based candlestick pattern strategy to actually enter a trade, then all of that analysis is going to do nothing but confuse you, cause you to hesitate because you don't have a rules-based way to enter a trade, miss trades, and possibly cause you just to enter based on nothing and lose the trade altogether. Start losing money immediately after you enter. This is a way to avoid those things. And so what I'm going to do now is hit the play button, show you how this trade actually played out. We waited on that price action pattern, the double bottom here, with a green candle as confirmation. And because we were patient, waited on our entry, the market then took off like one of Elon Musk's rockets. So the market took off like crazy. Now what we're gonna do is take a look at a short example of all of these. Again, if you're gonna leave the video now, please don't, because I'm gonna give you a little bonus at the end. But remember, the most aggressive way, candlestick color change from red to green, or double candlestick, two green candles. That is a rules-based candlestick pattern strategy you can use whenever all of your other analysis lines up. Again, all of your other analysis is very important. Second most aggressive way, candlestick pattern, like a hammer or an engulfing candle. And then you could even add confirmation to that with a green candle afterwards. And the third most aggressive, the most conservative and accurate way would be waiting on a price action pattern like a head and shoulders or a double bottom / top, and a green or red candle after that double bottom or double top. Green for a double bottom, red for a double top. Let's take a look at a couple of short examples and then we'll dive into that little bonus at the end. Okay, here's a good bearish example. So we have the dollar Swiss right now, and here is a major level of structure resistance I was paying attention to. We've broken through support. So I know that if we get back up to this resistance, it's a really likely place for the market to at least pull back, possibly even continue down in the bearish trend that we are in overall. It's a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of a bearish trend. So we scroll left, we see multiple times tested level of structure resistance. That's good for me. You can see that the market's already going overbought. If we scroll up on the RSI here, you can see that. So now we'll click play for the bar replay. And right here, as we get into our area, we have RSI overbought, we have a red candle. Most aggressive way to enter the market would be to enter right there, targets somewhere down here, stop loss above our zone. That would have been just fine, depending on your trading style, if you're super aggressive or not. We move forward again. That's a little bit less aggressive. Now we have two red candles, a confirmation after our color change. Continue. See what happens? We push up. Oh, now we have a double top. And let me clarify that so you know exactly what I look for with double tops. So right here, the reason this is a double top is because if I put a straight line on the top of that wick and make it absolutely straight, nothing closes above it. So what that means is that we are not in trend continuation to the upside until a candlestick closes above this top. Considering that that has not happened yet, we are still in what I consider to be a double top situation. So with that being the case, what do I wait for? This would be just trading on a double top. If I just entered the market right here, it would be me trading based on this double top. But I want confirmation after my double tops. So what happens is we then get confirmation. And this time, here's your bonus. For confirmation on the double top, instead of just waiting on a red candle, you can use candlestick patterns as your second top. So what this would be is a double top, but instead of just having a red candle, we have a shooting star candle at the end of it. So with that being the case, we have a price action pattern with a candlestick pattern at the end, and that has been one of the more accurate, doesn't happen as much, but one of the more accurate ways I have ever found a trade in the past decade of my trading career. So if that was interesting to you and good, then make sure you click that like button. If you're interested in learning some more advanced material, then we have a Black Friday sale going on. It will be going on come this Thanksgiving on Thursday. So if you want to be alerted about that, it'll be linked in the description. You put your email in and I'll send you a notification telling you that sale has started. There's very limited space here. We ran it last week and it filled up within like 2 days. So if you want to be part of that, you want to grab some of the heavy discounts we're doing and get every single course I have ever made for one extremely low price. I'm talking every strategy. You get EAP analysis every week, 3 to 5 trades that I'm actually placing. You get the full training course. You get my best setups of the week, which is a video I do every Monday. There's risk management training, discipline training. There's tons included in this sale. So I don't want you to miss it. If that is something you're interested in, make sure that you click below. It says Black Friday sale and you can just sign up to be notified. That way you're one of the first that gets notified about the sale and you can jump in before spots run out. With that said, again, please be subscribed to be notified about our next very valuable video. That button's down below the video to the right hand side. Click the notification bell, smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you in the next one. See you soon. Oh, wait. Forgot to show you the results on this one. Hold on. Here we go. And boom, that's where our targets were. Not bad. And we actually had email analysis on this trade. I'll put it somewhere on the screen as we end right now. Can't believe I forgot to show you the results. Oh, God. All right. See you guys.